I feel like you're starting to understand why you had to be all of those versions of you. And why the you that you are now is completely different than the yous you once were. Polar opposites, let's say. You had to be these people to be able to show other people that it's possible to fucking change. To show people that you can go from this to that. To show people you can go from being a non-believer to a believer. To someone that has no purpose to full purpose. I'm going to use me as an example. I didn't know what I was doing with my life, ever. I'm only 24, and I'm grateful that I have this awareness and this understanding for my life that I do at this age. I'm so fucking grateful. But it wouldn't have come with the amount of hell I went through. You know? My whole life consisted of me doing things that were so out of alignment with who I truly am at my heart, but I wouldn't have known that if I didn't experience those versions of me. I was out getting wasted all the time. I was drinking all the time. I was hanging around bad people. No hate. No, I don't want to say bad people. People that just were not in resonance with the version of me that I'm becoming. People that strayed me off of my path. But if you think about it, I was meant to experience that path, just like you were. The dark things that we experienced were meant for us to truly embrace our light, to truly understand ourselves. I was surrounded by darkness my whole life. I had very few friends my whole life, and those friends that I did have I'm grateful for because they brought light into my life. And it wasn't until recently, this past year, that I understood my light. I always knew that I was different than what I was experiencing. I knew that I didn't have the heart of what I was experiencing. I had been abused. And I was made to think that I was a bad person, that I had no purpose in this life. And for a long time, I took that as who I was. I thought I was a horrible person. Until I started to heal and see that sometimes when we have this massive amount of light, there's people that are on your path that are meant to try to blind you from yourself so that you can truly see. If it weren't for me being abused, if it weren't for me being made to feel so insignificant, I would not be who I am today. And I'm grateful for all I know. That doesn't mean I'm grateful for being mistreated, but I'm grateful for who I came out of that. I could have easily gone down a horrible path and just become a shit-ass person. Because in a way, that's what happens to the people that mistreat you. They were mistreated, so they continue that pattern. I didn't want to do that. I didn't have that in me to be that person. I did have a lot of wounds. I had a lot of triggers. I had a lot of sides of me, of my shadow self, that I used to be ashamed of. I wasn't always like this. There were parts of me that was an asshole. There were parts of me that would get pissed off at everyone. There were parts of me that genuinely thought I was a bad person. Until I started to heal and realized that those were projections and limitations that were set on me growing up. And I had to be the one to break that and become aware of it. And you know what I was told? That I wouldn't. By the person that abused me, I was told that I would never heal. That I would end up just like that. And I was like, the fuck I'm not. The fuck I'm not. So I feel like you're starting to understand that you have the power in you to choose different. You are the one that gets to decide how you show up. It literally is all in your hands. And I feel like you're starting to see just how important it was for you to experience those versions of you. You were never out of alignment. You might have felt like it, yeah, because you weren't rooted in your heart. But you needed to understand what it was like to be disconnected, to be not aligned to your truth. So that when you finally do, it's like this shockwave that gets sent out. Even if you're not posting on social media, just being in your energy alone, it will be felt. And you could have people that your whole life might not have even acknowledged you, might not even acknowledged your light. You could have felt so unseen and alone, but that was for you to see yourself. And once you finally do, that's when people start to see you, is when you truly understand who